How's it going, guys? Right, I want to show you a new console that I've just got as part of my collection, and this is the Nintendo Super Famicom Box. Now, this was released in the 90s when the Super Nintendo stroke Super Famicom was king of consoles, and this was released in hotels. So, sort of like a travel lodge stroke Holiday Inn Super 8. You'd stay in your room, underneath your TV you would have a Nintendo Super Famicom box. Now, on the side here, over on the right, there's a little plate where that used to have a little coin slot where you'd insert yen inside the machine, and that would give you, say, like about 10-15 minutes of Super Famicom gameplay. Now, there was a earlier system before this, which was just the regular Famicom box, a huge, great big system, a lot bigger than this, that took the actual sort of like regular NES cartridges. Now, this system did have cartridges as well. So if we say this is your just standard Famicom cartridge, and this beast here, this is the Famicom box cartridge. Now, I'm going to say that this is pretty much, I'm going to say it's the king of the cartridges. It's probably going to be even bigger than the Neo Geo AES cartridge. It is a real monster, which I love it because it is just so big. Now, there was a couple of different games that came on each of these cartridges, and I believe there was 4 different ones actually released. Now, I've got 3 of these. So if we open up the actual front of the box itself, just flips down there, and you can see the cartridges are just stored just inside here. You sort of grab these tabs and it sort of flips out. So again, they're just interchangeable, 1 and 2. Now, the red one here, this has basically got like the bios inside, so you need this cartridge to actually get the actual box to start working. So this one's got, you can see, Star Fox, Super Mario Kart. I've got to think what actually is on the rest there. We've got, I think it might be Super Mario All Stars, I think is also the 3rd one there, and put that in. I think on this one we might have, I've got to think, I think it's Tetris 2, and we've also got, I think there's a golf game as well, and then on the other cartridge there's Donkey Kong Country, and there's also a sort of Japanese, the sort of like dice puzzle game. I don't know what that's called, but anyway, so the actual console itself, this is a pretty cool thing I like about it. You actually need a key to get it going as well, so a bit like a car, it's got a on and off switch which is controlled by the key. Simple controls on the front. You've just got a button there that doesn't really work anymore for like TV or game. So I think in the actual TVs that this was connected to in Japan, it would tell you which was, you know, if you just wanted to watch television, you press one button. You wanted to play the game, press the other. Just got a reset button on the front there as well. Then the controls are actually just hidden away inside this little sort of hidey hole here. So just regular Super Famicom controllers, again with the Japanese stroke PAL color scheme. The good thing about these is they have a massive cable on. Again, some of the, you know, the original Super Nintendo and Famicom got quite small little cables, so this is pretty cool. You know, you could have definitely had this playing on your television and then played it in bed. So that's the actual controls on the front. Now, if we just flip the console round itself, grab the beast. It's pretty heavy. It's like a old stereo hi-fi. It does weigh an absolute ton. So on the back here, we just got our phono connections, and I think we just got it, the original AC adapter. I think has been actually sort of filled in there, and this one has actually been converted to play on European power supply, which is cool. So I don't actually need a step down converter or anything, so just plug and play, which is really good. But damn, yes, it does weigh an absolute ton. You don't see too many of these in England as such. There's a few you see for sale in sort of Japan and stuff, but the shipping's usually more than the actual console itself, because yeah, it weighs just so damn much. Right, so we'll fire this baby up now, and we'll show you the Famicom box in action. Right, keys in the ignition, so let's start up the Famicom box. So this little screen comes up when the system's actually starting, so it's basically just sort of checking all the BIOS and files and just warming up. I quite like that, so the fact that it has to load up. Takes about sort of 20-30 seconds for it to get going. Right. Okay then, so this is the actual main screen of the Famicom box then. We've got game 1, 2 and 3 at the top, which is on the original red cartridge. So Super Mario Kart, Super Mario Collection, stroke Super Mario All-Stars, and Star Fox as well. Then on the second cartridge we've got Super Donkey Kong and Tetris 2. And as I said, on the third cartridge that I've got contains, I think there's like a golf game and also sort of the Japanese kind of puzzle domino game as well. So we'll start off with Super Mario Kart. So it comes to this next screen. Number 1 basically starts the game. Number 2 shows you the controls for the game. Number 3 I think is like a demo mode. Number 4 just takes you back to the main menu. So we'll hit number 1. And on this console, if you hit the bumpers and start and select at the same time, it actually resets the game. So we'll just press B to get going. And it is basically just good old Mario Kart. The game you all know and love. So the only real sort of difference is the Japanese text, but I actually prefer that. I think it looks better with the Japanese text. There we go. I'm not going to show you me playing Mario Kart because I'm not very good at it. So anyway, if we press all 4 buttons then, that would actually just reset the game. But then if we actually press the reset button on the actual console itself, that should take us back to first the Super Mario Kart screen, and then if we press that once again, that takes us back to the actual main loading screen. So have a look at number 2, Super Mario Collection. So number 1, get that going. My focuses, there we go. So again, in the UK it's called Super Mario All-Stars, in Japan Super Mario Collection. So the cool thing about this version is you do get all the cool original Famicom artwork. So there we go, the Super Mario Brothers, the original, the insanely hard Super Mario 2, the Lost Levels. And for those Americans that couldn't handle Super Mario 2, they made Super Mario USA, a tamed down version. And we've got Super Mario 3 as well. So we'll show you a little bit of Super Mario 2 there. Okay. Whee. I'm not the best Mario player, so there we go, the evil death mushroom. So let's just reset that then. Go back to the main menu. And we'll show you Super Donkey Kong now. So I can remember the first time I ever saw this game was a Virgin Megastore in town, and I can remember seeing it on the Super Nintendo display unit, and I was absolutely blown away with actually how amazing this game looked. It still looks good today, but back then it really was pushing the Super Nintendo to its limits. Right guys, so I hope you've enjoyed a quick look today at the Super Famicom Box. Again, a pretty cool system. You don't see too many of these days. Again, if you're thinking of getting one, I'd recommend it. I think it's a great system. It looks cool. You got to have a bit of space to actually put the damn thing, because it is so big. But I said it can be a bit expensive. If you're thinking of importing one from Japan, you may be paying pretty much as much in postage to get it here as you would actually for the console itself. But saying that, I still think it's a great system. So guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you soon with some more reviews. You guys take it easy.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.